The head of the Environmental Protection Agency, or EPA, is vowing to step in if necessary to speed up cleanup of a former creosote site near homes in 5th Ward and Kashmir Gardens. Administrator Michael Regan toured those Northeast Houston neighborhoods today. Adam Bennett was there. He shows us what else the administrator is promising to improve health in those communities. Adam?
Texas is the last stop on a week-long tour that also went through Mississippi and Louisiana. The administrator's team told me they chose Houston because of the severe pollution impacts to mostly Black and Hispanic communities that they say have been forgotten.
And by the time we get in the queue, the money is gone.
From front porches to front yards.
I get to knock on doors and talk to people to inform them about the lead poison.
To houses of worship. EPA Administrator Michael Regan met Northeast Houston residents face-to-face today.
People are hurting.
And promised an about-face on environmental justice.
And I think it's important that the EPA acknowledge that for decades there have been disproportionately impacted communities.
The Journey to Justice tour also stopped at Bruce Elementary School. It's in the path of the I-45 expansion project's possible footprint and emissions.
This district has suffered the largest learning loss.
The issue people brought up most often? Cleanup of a site near Sandra Edwards' home.
And it's in summertime, you can sit in this yard and watch the vapors come up.
A wood preservative called creosote was used there for decades. State officials found cancer clusters among people who live or have lived near the site.
So it's basically the whole street has died.
A Union Pacific spokesperson told me, in part, the railroad is, quote, in the process of renewing our permit to continue our ongoing decades-long cleanup, testing, monitoring, and remediation activities at the site. She says within the last month, they've also given the EPA detailed answers to questions about remediation and cleanup. Today, Administrator Regan promised a quick cleanup and that as money from the federal infrastructure bill arrives in cities,
It's not rocket science, we just have to get to work.
the communities that need it most will be first in line. Adam Bennett, KHOU 11 News.